Hello everybody, I'm Rockman and welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, where we'll be starting off in Oil Ocean, which is my least favorite zone in the game. Just gonna come right out and say it, I don't like this place. Reminds me a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, which wasn't exactly a fast game, as much as it was advertised. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is pretty fast, you can get through a lot of the zones pretty quickly. There's a lot of fast-paced action. But this zone, it feels like, I don't know, it's not Labyrinth Zone bad, but it's more like, let's see, Spring Yard Zone, where there's like a lot of waiting and stuff. There's these green cap things, I'm not sure what you'd call them. They pop out of the ground every so often. You can see them, so you can stand on them. If you touch the fire that shoots out from underneath them, though, like, you'll get hurt, and if you're underneath the cap when it falls down, once it flies up, you'll get crushed and die. There's also these platforms that rise and lower, so you have to wait on them for a little bit. There's also fans, which actually kind of speed up the action a little bit. Anyways, here is the last special stage. Hooray! Finally done with these, after we finish this one. Now, as you expect from Special Stage 7, it's fairly difficult. Starting off, just going to be using some expert platforming skills by jumping over these bombs. It's probably more efficient to run through them and know exactly where they are, but jumping is more easier and safe in my opinion, as I don't get hurt. So yeah. 14 minutes to go. Will I get it? Spoilers, I do. Gasp. You really don't want to get hit in this special stage because it will pretty much screw you from getting the Chaos Emerald. Although that's like to go with any special stage. Getting hit isn't a good idea, especially in this one, so I don't know why I'm pointing it out. Yeah. Oh no, I got hit. I messed up, everything's ruined. Ah! Although I did get this goal, but that will just make getting 190 rings that much harder. This last section, rings will be scattered everywhere. You have to collect them, and then eventually they'll stop and it'll just be a gauntlet of bombs. And that just repeats like 2 or 3 times, so yeah, you want to keep an eye out. Make sure you collect those rings because they're not in any exactly set position. Well, they probably are, but I mean, like, they're not in a line. I mean, when I say they're not in a set position. We need 6 rings. Oh no, this is like the last time we can get rings. Will I get 2? 1? Whoa, okay. 192. Just made it, barely. Sonic has all the Chaos Emeralds. That means now Sonic can change into Super Sonic! Yay! If I wasn't playing this on a separate file. As I mentioned in part 1, I think I mentioned in part 1, this is 3 playthroughs. There's a Sonic playthrough, Tails playthrough, then I have a separate playthrough for Chaos Emerald so I can show them off and not have to turn into Super Sonic, because Super Sonic can be more of a hindrance than a help, or he can either break the game, so there's no middle ground with him. So, I wanted to play it right, play it the correct way, or I guess there's no real correct way if it's in the game, but still, I will be showing Super Sonic off in a bonus video, so don't worry about that. You will see him, but in a contained environment, not while we're in the middle of Oil Ocean. Because he makes platform very tricky, so levels like this are quite a pain. Or in the next level, but we won't be using Sonic in the next level, we'll be using Tails in the next level, or zone. They're the same thing, level and zones. Here we have another little gimmicky thing. These are pretty much pipes, so it's not really a new gimmick, it's just the same thing with a different coat of paint. You basically just break that little cap thing open and it'll shoot you into all these little balloons? I don't know what you want to call them. like that, and then they just shoot you in the direction you want to go. They're pipes. Just glorified pipes. Another reason why I'm not a big fan of this zone. It just takes control away from you and stuff. Lots of patience. It's already like 3 minutes in, and I think we're only at the ending now. There we go. 3 minutes to beat this zone. Or act, not zone. It's gonna be like 6 minutes to beat this entire zone. Oil Ocean 2! Springs. Octopus enemies. I also don't like those enemies in this level. The seahorses are a pain. The octopus enemies are manageable but annoying. Here we have a bit of a combined gimmick. If you go into those green platforms that shoot up, they'll shoot you into these balloons. So that's new, I guess, combining two things. We also have this spring here. You want to push up against it, and when you release, it'll fire you out. There's also these spikes that are moving. You want to avoid those. Lots of obstacles. It's not the difficulty that makes this level annoying. It's like just the pacing. Just to get that clear, in case people are like, wow, you suck. How can you not like this level because it's too hard for you, scrub? But now it's just too slow as I get hit. But there's rings there, so it's not hard, it's just slow. I'm not sure why I'm defending myself for having this opinion, but whatever. It doesn't make this game any bad, or bad I should say, but it's just the low point in my opinion. Oh no, there's oil. I guess I should mention it. That oil there acts more like quicksand than, say, water, so if you fall into it, you can jump out, but if you sink too low, you will get hurt. Or not get hurt, you will die, I should say. Which I guess aren't mutually exclusive, but whatever. Just roll through that. If I were to stand there, no, I just moved. If I were to stay there, I would have got crushed because invincibility doesn't save you from crushing. Hooray! Or boo, or whatever. Come on. Yes, thanks past me for rolling off the platform. Yeah, invincibility to move 2 feet. Hooray! Yeah. Okay, I think we're getting closer. Well, of course we're getting closer to the end. Come on, more pipes. Please send me to the end of the level. The background's pretty nice though. We got a sunset and a factory in the background. It's kind of like Starlight Zone, I guess. It had the same, like, construction site gimmick going on. Okay, anyways, here's the boss. Like in Hilltop Zone, Eggman will rise out of the ground, but instead of doing nothing, he'll shoot this claw at you. You want to just jump over it. Then he'll shoot this laser thingamajig. It shoots 3 lasers. It shoots a top laser, a middle laser, and a bottom laser. The bottom laser will cause a fiery wave like there, and you want to either duck or jump over the middle and upper lasers. But I should mention, if you're fighting this boss's Tails, Tails' sprite is just slightly smaller than Sonic, so you can just kind of stand there and completely avoid the middle and top laser, unlike Sonic, who has to duck or jump. Well, he doesn't have to do anything for the upper laser, he just has to kind of stand there. But the middle laser, Sonic will get hit by. And that's the boss. Pretty interesting. It's not super fast, but it's cool. I like it. Anyways, that's Oil Ocean. Now on to the final-ish zone. Actually, the final act or zone we'll be playing as Tails. Yes, folks, this is the final time I'll be playing as Tails in this playthrough. Because the next part will be the final one. Surprise! Well, final, not including a bonus video showing off Supersonic, but of the main playthrough. This is the final time we'll be seeing Tails. Actually, that's a lie. We'll also be seeing Tails in the next part, but he won't be playing as him, I should say. Anyways, I should be talking about this zone. It's annoying. I like it better than Oil Ocean, just because it's more faster pace-ish, but it has things that I'm not a fan of. The enemies are annoyingly placed. They're slicers, which are the worst enemy ever. They're always in the most inconvenient places. There's also those crab punching guys that just sort of appear out of nowhere and punch you. They have a really annoying hitbox, so if you jump into them, you'll still get hit, and it's a pain, and I don't like them. But this is essentially Eggman's home base, so it makes sense for them to be a pain, but whatever. There's also these tubes, you can just run through them. They're not really an obstacle, but there's these springs on the walls that will bounce you upwards. So those are obstacles. There's these screws. If you run to the right, you'll go up. If you run to the left, you'll go down. I don't know how Tails is moving it. He's just kind of flying there. You're supposed to be running on the screws, but I guess the power of him existing rises it. I exist! And then the spring just goes upwards. And slicers, don't like them. I think I just hit one. There's several switches that'll open and close little gate doors. I'm not sure if they're just doors or if they have special names for them. They're the platforms that rise and open. They are essentially doors. Okay, I was about to find another platform. Look at that! His claw was on the other side, I got hit still. I don't like those crap guys, and I didn't even go the right way. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, past me. Why can't you play games good? Okay, here we go. There's these blocks that'll shoot spike spear thingy-majigs, kind of like Labyrinth Zone. Except these ones go in like a square circle, which doesn't really make sense, but you'll see more of those later on, which you can see how they work. Now here, I'm not sure. I think I want to just go directly down. Yes? No? Maybe? I don't want to go down. I want to go past them. That's it. If I go down, it'll send me back, I think. I think that's how it works. Anyways, that's Act 1 of Metropolis Zone. Completed. Hurrah! Now for Zone 2, Act 2, Part 2, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Starting off with these platforms. Holy cow, I killed one of those crab guys. Don't know their official name. Crab Punchy Dudes, that's their name. It is now, at least. I don't know what to say. There's lava here, so be careful. That was a better example of those spear block things. They'll shoot in set direction after the previous set direction. Wow, look at this, a secret area. Super secret. Amazing. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I didn't get sent back. If you look at that star post, we have over 50 rings and we can't go into a special stage, so shows that we got all the Chaos Emeralds, even though this is a separate playthrough, so don't know why that's important. As you see there, I have all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Tails is jumping, nothing's happening, except losing all my rings to that steam spring, I don't know what you'd call it. If you couldn't tell how they work, if you stand on them, they'll fling you up. If you stand next to them, the steam will hurt you, and you'll lose rings. So, that's how they work. I'm not sure if I mentioned them. Look at that, I completely missed a claw, and I still got hit. I don't like those crab enemies. They're bad. They're bad. Nah. Whatever. And more of those platforms that rise out, and that's the zone. I like it. It's annoying, but I like it. Except for one section that I think is coming up in this... No, I think it comes up in the next part. Not this playthrough, of the next. Spoilers. Act. There's 3 acts to Metropolis Zone. Oh no. I spoiled that. Gosh darn it. Such a failure. Okay, that was a mistake. Yeah. You want to be careful where you jump on those. Don't want to have them scare you. Now, where are we at? I think there's still plenty to go in this act. You want to spin dash up these walls. Use these platforms to go up. Oh, there's those starfish enemies that I never talked about, or just star enemies, I'm not sure what you'd call them. If you go near them, they'll come close to you. Then they'll shoot their spikes out in the direction they're facing, so be careful. Be careful of slicers. I jumped into that one for whatever reason, because I'm an idiot. Let's just go with that. That's usually a generally good explanation for why I do things, because I'm stupid, but I get through it. Want to be careful. Don't want to let physics drag you down. You want to jump off there, me? Come on. There we go. Like that. Just like that. Perfect. You go. You can do this. And that's Act 2. But we didn't fight a boss, even though I spoiled what's happening next. We didn't fight a boss. What's the deal with that? It's because there's Act 3. Woo. Amazing. And there's a slicer right off the bat, and that's not fun. There's also that crab puncher that just ruins your day by taking the upper path. So we're taking the lower path. Come on, Tails. This is your last time to shine, I guess. There's those doors that presumably crush you. I've never been crushed by them myself, but I assume if you're standing underneath them, they'll crush you. And this is just more the same. There's these platforms that rotate, I guess. I think we saw one of them in like Act 1, I think. You want to stand on them to get higher and higher. Well, yeah, it's just more cool music. Thanks, platform, for just pushing out of my way. Stopping me from getting it. Thanks. This level kind of shows off that Tails has a different height than Sonic because, as I mentioned, those starfish enemies will start flying to you when you get close to them. Sometimes Tails can run right under them and they'll just ignore him. But then if you're playing as Sonic, they'll start chasing him, so that's pretty cool. And that worked out for the better, I guess. That crab enemy was just at the edge there, ready to ruin my day. Because enemies in this level are jerkishly placed. But yeah. If you can do this, there's a certain section of this zone I really don't like. This is it, I think. This is one of them. I have no rings now, so if I were to get hit by that guy, it shoots right into him, so if you got hit by him, you're out of luck and you'll die. So, yay, slicers being the worst. Come on, you have to spoon dash up that, you know this. You know these things. More slicers being jerks. That was one of two parts in this zone I don't like. There's this platform here, there should be one more similar to that. This guy, this place has good music. I like this place. I mentioned that multiple times, whatever. I'm out of stuff to talk about. There's platforms, you have to jump on them. Nah. What do you want from me, people? Aside from getting good and not getting hit by slicers. I would like that too. Now is this is it, I think? Yes, it is. You have this screw and you want to go up it. It's very tall. Very annoying. And that starfish, I think, would have attacked me if I was Sonic, but as I said, Tails is smaller. So you want to jump off it. Onto this. Okay, that was close. Phew. Onto this screw. I have no rings, unfortunately, so if I get hit, I'm out of luck. But at the top here, there's a slicer! Does he see me? Does he not? He didn't. Phew. If he sees you, he will hit you and you'll have to go all the way down to the very bottom. And it's the worst. I hate it. That is the worst place slicer. And the worst part is, it's inconsistent. Sometimes I go there, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. I don't like it. Anyway, now time for the boss. This boss is more of an endurance race than anything. Unless you want to do it fast. If you have Super Sonic, you can just run into him and kill him. Or alternatively, if you don't care about rings, you can just run into him and re-grab your rings every time you hit him. Pretty much, he has these eggs around him Fitting, because he's the Eggman. He'll swoop down towards you, he'll do a sweep one side to where you were, then do it to the other, then he'll rise up. The eggs will gyrate around him. If you just stand in the corner where I'm standing, they won't hit you though, so just do that. Then once they go in a horizontal fashion around him, you just want to go underneath him, bop him, he'll lose one of his eggs, and then you just hit the egg, that turns into a mini Eggman. And that's the fight. It's just an endurance race. There's no special skill. Just keep doing this. And after a minute or so, he's down. As I said, alternatively, you can just go balls to the walls and just keep hitting him over and over again and not care about rings, but you'll have to re-grab your rings anyway, so... Also, eventually, once he gets down to enough eggs, you can hit him when he does this gyrating thing, if you're skilled enough, but I'm doing it the proper way, not the insane way that could possibly get me killed way. Like right there when he's swooping, if the eggs are underneath him, I can just jump into him. But as I said, doing it the quote-unquote proper way, I think I'll get a secret, not a secret hit, a sneaky hit right here. There we go. Just like that. Don't know how that's a secret hit. Anyways, after he loses his eggs, he'll start shooting lasers. Just go underneath him, hit him one last time, and he's down. And that's Metropolis Zone. That's the last time we'll be seeing Tails. Bye, Tails. Well, last time we'll be playing as Tails. Bye, playing as Tails. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.